Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Russell here. I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving long weekend. This is just a quick video to let you know that tomorrow, Monday, October 11th, the next application period for the CRB will be opening up and you should be able to apply tomorrow. Now, in this video, we're going to go over a bunch of things that you're going to need to know. There are some important details here, especially as we're getting to the potential end of the CRB program. This application period that's about to open up for many people will be their last, but not for everyone. So in today's video, we're going to go over some of the details you need to know in terms of CRB amounts, a little bit of information and links to show you where you can look for more information on whether or not the CRB is going to be extended, as well as some things that you should look out for on this application. But before we do, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and check out the links in the description. There's one in there for Wealthsimple Trade, where just by signing up and funding your trade account with $100, you can get 2 free stocks, so make sure to take advantage of that while you can. And now let's get into some of these details about the CRB and its potential last period, depending on what happens over the next week. Now, the first important thing to note is that this application will be opening up as per the CRA's website on Monday, October 11th. However, in the past, when there's been long weekends or potential conflicts with the date that's opening up for the application, there have been times that there has been a little bit of a slowdown in some errors that people have received. So tomorrow, if you're applying on the 11th and you have a little bit of difficulty there, make sure you retry to apply either later in the day or on the 12th, because they may have some errors here. As well, there's been some history of people getting their payments a day late when there's been a holiday, so it's a little bit up in the air exactly how this is going to play out this time for Thanksgiving, but just be aware of that. There might be some irregularities this week when it comes to applying for the CRB. The next thing I want to point out is that yes, this is period number 27 for the CRB. If you've been hearing reports on the TV or from other sources, you may have heard a lot of people talking about, hey, the CRB is now set to end on October 23rd. But this is actually only half of the story, because for most people who have been on the CRB since the very beginning, applying every time they can, this will be the last period. This will be the last application, not on October 23rd. The reason this is because while you can see here that there are 28 periods as a part of the CRB program as it stands right now, if there's no further extension, you can't actually apply for all 28 periods. The maximum amount of periods that you as an individual can apply for on the CRB is 27. So for people who have been applying since the beginning, this is the final CRB, even though there is an additional period that I can show you right here. I'll delete that, but you can see here there is an additional period that's set to come up, period number 28. But like I said, you can only apply for a maximum of 27. If you've been applying since the beginning, this will be the last one. If you've maybe missed a period in there, or you weren't on the CRB since the very beginning, you will be able to claim all the way until period 28. And of course, with this being the last application period for many Canadians who have been depending on the CRB, the question that's on everyone's mind is, will the government decide to extend this or will they not? Now, as a quick update, of course, they have the ability to, without going into the House of Commons, extend the benefit till November 20th, providing for 2 additional periods. Now, whether or not they would make this an extension of the program for people who have been applying since the beginning and up that 27 maximum periods amount for Canadians who have been applying since the beginning up to 29, that remains to be seen, or whether or not they're just going to extend this for 2 weeks to allow people who haven't been on it since the beginning to actually get a couple more weeks or a couple more periods of the CRB. That remains to be seen, but they do have the flexibility to do any of these things given the current legislation that was passed, Bill C-30, quite a while back. We covered it here on the channel. Over the past week, I've made a couple of videos about some things that the Liberal government has said, as well as what the NDP government has said, pressuring the Liberal government in a certain way when it comes to these CRB benefits. If you want to have some more information about what Justin Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland of the Liberal parties, the current government, have to say about these CRB benefits, I'll link a video right here. It'll also be down there in the description if you want more details. And if you want to hear what Jagmeet Singh has to say in response, I'll link that video there as well and down in the description. As a quick summary, but again, I do recommend you go to those videos to get the word right from the horse's mouth. Is that the saying? But a quick update. The Liberals are very much in support, as it stands right now, of targeting support and future support so that it's not applied to absolutely everyone in every situation. They really think there's a lot of industries that need more support because they've been particularly slow to reopen, whereas some businesses and some Canadians are actually doing a lot better as of right now. So they're all for this targeting, but they don't make it clear whether or not they are in favor of extending the CRB. Jagmeet Singh, on the other hand, comes out and says, hey, we want to see these supports extended. We are in 100% support of this. If Justin Trudeau does this, if he does decide to extend these benefits, well, then we will be more likely to support him during his throne speech, the major speech that is given on behalf of the Liberal government that will open up the next session of Parliament, which is rather important to the Liberals. So a little bit of pressure being put on the Liberals by Jagmeet Singh and the NDP when it comes to these benefits, kind of the pattern that we've been seeing, where we'll get additional pressure from an outside political party, and then eventually the Liberals will make up their minds about whether or not they're going to make this decision to extend or not. And as a quick heads up to you, I am filming this video a little bit in advance. I'll be heading up to visit my parents who live a few hours north of me from where I live, so I won't be able to make a full-fledged video if there are any changes to this. I'm recording this late in the week, but not quite on Sunday. So if there are any other changes when it comes to this, if there are any other announcements that happen over the Thanksgiving weekend that I think are important for you to know, make sure to check this channel, because very quickly after this video comes out on Sunday, likely Monday morning or even later Sunday night, check back on the channel, because if there's anything interesting that you need to know that's different from the information I'm giving you right now, I'll upload that, likely just a quick video from my phone. So it might be a little bit lower quality than you're used to, but I think most people are just interested in the information here. But with all that said, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really hope this video has helped you out at least a little bit, and I'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you and your family are doing well. All right, I'll see you soon.